Hello everybody. Today we're doing another tier list maker. Haven't done this in a hot minute, but thought it's finally time. We got Hoopa, the new support. Even though we saw, Dualidon as a little sneak peek, thought this would be a perfect time to do it, because he's not out yet. Don't wanna wait. Gonna give my opinions on all these delicious, 32 mons? All these beautiful 32 mons or something. But, let's get into it, shall we? So, first off, let me scroll down so you guys can actually see all the mons. All the mons here. Don't think I'm missing any. And we got the tiers. Hot trash. Never want to see in my games. Mediocre, They work sometimes, but you have to have a very coordinated team to get those mons to work. I'll take it. Little CTB, CB tier, like, it's not quite bad, not quite great. B, love it. A, I forgot the name. Yes, please. And then God. Pokemon that I want to see in every game on my team. If I see it on any team, I think we're gonna lose if we don't have one. But let's get into it, shall we? I think first off we can start with let's start off with Tried and True Venusaur. Yes please. Both builds are incredibly powerful. Most people do the Petal Dance Giga Drain build because just oof. Level 13, that big aura and all the healing you get, you can just 2v1 easily as that. And the other build, honestly, not too bad. Just lost a game before this video to Venusaur because they just kept sniping every objective from that range. So they were all like level 14. And damn, such good mon. One of my favorites. Right, next. Let's keep running off some of these attackers. Do Cram. I see Cram. Honestly, kinda like Cramoran. But is he that good though? That's the thing. I think he's a pretty great mon to have. Like early game he's really good. Late game he peters off consistently. His ultimate got a little worse, but still pretty good. Those stuns, still pretty good to have on the team. I think I move him at the last second. I don't know. We'll see. But I think right there as well, stick him. What else? There we go. Let's get some hot trash. There's only one mon that belongs in that. Also, fairy, get out of here. Decidueye. Now, Decidueye. I could put him in mediocre. You can win with him. It's not like he's impossible to win with. But the amount of love and care you have to dump into this Pokemon is insane. If he is not like hugged and supported at all times, he's dead. He's alone, he's dead. He's got no movement, all damage at range, but if you close in that range, he's dead. He's gone. And it's easier to close range with him than it is for like Cinderace. It's that constant damage because it's got a bigger area and he's got movement. Speaking of that, yes please. Decidueye, Cinderace does everything Decidueye wants to do and more. He's got movement, he's got the damage, he's got a good ult. Decidueye ult is hot trash. His ult sucks. But let's go into Cinderace. I'm not ragging on Decidueye. He just needs a little buff and he can be good. But he's not good. Now, Cinderace, very good. Very good jungler. Very good in lane. Just, again, that range. Constant damage at such a far range. Can't even get too close to him. It melts a level 3 Jigglypuff. Or, yeah, Jigglypuff. And it just melts through the whole game, honestly. Powerball. So good. So good. Baffled by this mon. Such a ranged mage. Anyway, enough rambling about that mon. Let's get a Speedster in the mix, shall we? Zeraora. I'll take it. I'll take a Zeraora. But I would rather have a Greninja or a Cinderace. You know what I mean? Like, if there's a mon that's going in the jungle, I'd rather have a Cinderace. Honestly, I'd rather have a most of, like, out of all the speedsters, like, there's only, oh, maybe I'd rather have an Absol. Maybe I'd have an Absol. Wild Charge is good and all, but just the range damage everyone's got and the healing everyone's got now. Just can't do it. Can't do it fast enough. You get willed down too much. You get a tank to stun him. Get a Snorlax to, put up his big hug wall. Blastoise can just push him aside with Surf. I mean, Slowking can push him aside with Surf. He's just he can get in range, but then he can't leave. So if he gets low, he just dies in that fight. And if you're not with him, he's done. Let's do Sylveon now. Sylveon. Hmm. Ooh, I'll take it. You know, it's it's pretty alright. I'd rather have some more mons, but it's not bad. I'd rather have this than Decidueye. It's Hyper Voice, really good. Other build, not so much. Calm Mind Hyper build, very good. Very annoying early game because it evolves super early, level 4 it gets it. So in lane, very troubling to go against. But after a while, you kind of like, you can avoid it. You have some movement abilities. You can just dodge out of the way or get up close to it and kill it before it can do all that constant damage. But I'll take it. It's a good mon. Now, we haven't done a support yet. Let's get Mr. Mime. Now Mime is a support that does a stupid amount of damage, but I wouldn't want him on my team compared to another support. Like, sure, he does that big damage. He can get that huge stun. Very good if you get like a Blastoise, push him into the wall, or Surf push him in the wall, just blocking off people from leaving. Could be very good, but I'd just rather have a support that doesn't do damage and a little bulky defensive team. If this Mime misses that wall, there's kind of nothing he can do. Let's get Touch Force. Speaking of all these supports, Eldegoss. Eldegoss, beautiful. I love it. I wouldn't say yes, please. It's not quite up there, but I love it. He's my favorite Pokemon to play. I play him the most, but he gets a little outmaneuvered by another Pokemon I get into later. But he's the best healer so far. Hoopa couldn't take that because he doesn't heal. Uh, Eldegoss still the best healer. Is Unite still really great? But there's just one mon I'd rather have over him, and that is Wigglytuff. Boom. Do I want him over a Venus? Do I think he's better than a Venusaur? As a support? Maybe. Venusaur's big bulking is at level 13. That's when he's a beast and unstoppable. But Wigglytuff can put you to sleep at level 4, which is his big kicker. And his Unite, level 8. If you are a little ahead in a early game, you got that score shield with Wigglytuff. You got the score shield scoring all those little 4 to 8 points you get from battling in the bottom lane. And you get to level 8, and you're like a level 8 fight on that Dreadnought, 4th level Dreadnought of the game. And you pop that Unite, oh, you win that Dreadnought guaranteed. If you're level 8 and they have level 9, just you negate their ultimate with yours. And then if you have level 9, you just win the fight, an 8 and a 9. Or if you're a little behind and you somehow get level 8. Just getting that Unite one level earlier is so good. And he can put you to sleep and stun you with that. Oh, sorry, not stun you. Put you to sleep. That is a stun. Like a second or two. It's incredible. And you got the X speed, or you got the slow smoke. They can't get away from you. You run in there, put them all to sleep, hit them with the double slap, smack them around a bit, hit them with the dazzling gleam if you're leveled. I love this mod. He's such a fun sport because he's so annoying. You just run in, sleep him, run out, team kills him. And you go to base, go back up, and do it again. Let's get another speedstone here. I'm looking at you, Gengar. Is he hard trash? Or is he mediocre? I ain't gonna say he's mediocre. He cuts above Decidueye just because he can put sleep. I've seen a lot of the hypnosis build, and it's super annoying. You get put to sleep, you can't do anything, you're immobilized, he gets a few hits on you, the team can get a few hits on you. Like, that's the only reason I think why I'm putting him up to Decidueye. And his ult's better. That's not too much better, but it's better. Gengar can easily chunk down someone that's by themselves, and they can't do much about it. Even like a tank, pretty even fight. But he can't. He just can't do it consistently enough. That's why he's a mediocre. How much speed do we have left? We just have. Oh yeah, we have Talonflame and Absol. We'll save off the speed store since it's not just the last one. Get another tank in here. We haven't done a tank yet. Trevenant. Also, I would say mediocre, but above Gengar. Trevenant can heal and cause a real problem with the enemy team. He doesn't have any too great of stuns. He's got that movement with Horn Leech, and he's Course to get that damage, and you can Horn Leech, Course, Horn Leech again, after that Course is gone. But other than that, he doesn't do too much for the team. He's fine on a squad, but and his Unite move is a little mediocre compared to other tank Unite moves. That's why I'm gonna put him mediocre. Don't got too much to say about him. He's just a fine tank. Okay, a champ. Yes, please. Four-armed. Okay, I'm not gonna say that. Four-armed father. I'll say that. He is a really easy mon to bully in bottom lane, top lane, really. And lane's not jungling. He's really easy to bully, but once he gets evolved, he's really annoying. He gets that Machoke, and then that Machamp. So annoying. His ultimate's insane too. Just punches at the wall, stuns you. Vital Throw, you can't run away from him. He chases you down and catches you, throws you into the enemy team, and you're done. He does insane amount of damage if you can get up close. And he can because he got that Vital Throw speed. Again, his Unite's super good. He's a great mon all around if he can get leveled up and not get bullied all the game. Okay. Gardevoir. Also, ooh. Are you? Yeah, you're way better than Cramorant. Another range character, not better than Cinderace. Cinderace doesn't get bullied all the game. This mon, another mon, gets a little bullied all the game, but once he evolves, once he got that buff with Garchomp on the, evolves one level sooner, it's been really good, really annoying late game. One of the best unites in the game, just a little Graviton Surge, just scoops up the enemy team, then you get a full team up if you can land it. If you can't, big whiff, probably lost the team fight. If you get close to this guy, they can put up a little fight. It's not like Decidueye where if you get close to them, they're just dead. Because they do insane amounts of damage with that Psyshock. But, again, early game, they can get a little stomped on. Late game, super strong. Love to have him on the team. Speaking of a loving dive on the team, let's get Lucario. Way up there. A lot of great mons. I have to cut down this yes please area. This is getting a little nutty. Lucario. Very good mon. I'm gonna put on Thord. Maybe there needs to be multiple. I don't know. S tier is like gotta be really good. But a lot of these mons are really good. This is a very, very balanced meta so far, I believe. A lot of mons you can play in this. Maybe I'm putting too many people in yes, please. But whatever. Figure it out later. Lucario, insanely good. He invented the 3-1-3 meta. I said that wrong, didn't I? 1-1-3 meta. Yeah, there you go. That's the correct one. Got Lucario, soloing top lane. He's one of the only mons that can. Choke can, if if you have to, but Lucario is the best at it. He's the number one at it. You got Lucario in the top lane, any like Cinderace, Absol, Gengar, any support, or sorry, any speed store, any attacker in the jungle, and then just the rest, bottom, 3 bottom. And that's what Lucario's great. He's got a free score shield when he's low, he's got that armor. You want an attack rate score shield on him, you're doing insane amounts of damage with close combat, with your Bone Rush, with your extreme speed. You're just moving everywhere, doing damage, getting out easy. If you get a little damage, you get that little shield with Steadfast. He's insane. He does everything a Mon could ever want to do and more. Very good contender for a god. Who's not a good contender for a god is our next defender, Crustal. Now, Crustal, he's a very fast Mon. Got that Shell Smash, that X-Scissor, very fast scoring Mon. He just doesn't score better than another Mon. He can do everything worse than another Mon. I'm doing these things backwards. Oh, I'm doing alright, whatever. I'm rambling, and I do apologize. Rambled a lot in this video. But yeah, Crustal, just a worse version of Greedent, which is another contender. Oh yes, please. This is like the perfect squad right here. You got your jungler, your support, your tank, and your 2 authenticate. You know what? I'm gonna bump you down. But I'm gonna bump you down a level. Sorry, Godivore. I'm gonna bump you down. You can dodge a consistent amount of her moves sometimes. But Greedent, oh boy, unkillable. You can catch a Crustal, but you cannot catch a good Greedent. They're always in your back lane. They're stealing your jungle, preventing you from getting that level 9 you need to win the Force Dreadnought. It's awful. Maybe even stopping you from evolving at all. Maybe stopping you from getting to level 8 at all. And this Mon is the name of team wipes and forfeits. Like, he's the definition of forfeiting early. Because you can pretty much, no one forfeits until Dreadnought unless they're really getting stomped. Like, enemies got all goals up, you're down to your last 2 goals. Maybe you have like 1 goal left. It's the only, like, bottom is the last goal up. It is forfeit, because like, what can you do? With all level 13, you barely have level 9s on your squad. This Mon steamrolls. If he can steal that jungle and score those goals, which most of the time an experienced Greedent can, which the Crustal cannot do. The Crustal does not have that survivability that Greedent has. That's why he's so good compared to him. Crustals can't compete, and Greedent is just so much better. Alright. Enough loving over all those Greedents and all those Crustals that wish they could be. Let's get another speedster on the board. Absol. I'll honestly, I think I'd rather have an Absol, honestly. Another Mon that can steamroll, not as powerful as Greedent, but they can steamroll early game too. You got a team that's just having a little rough day, they get against the Absol, you get wiped. It comes down early, gets that crit, able to do half your health, and just 2-shots you eject button away. Nope. It comes and gets you anyway. It's got that, oh crap, I'm blanking on the move. Oh, I'm so sorry. But it's got that one move. You all know what I'm talking about. True people know what I'm talking about. And if you know, you can comment below. True Absol fans know what I'm talking about. It's not like I've, never played Absol or anything. Definitely not that. But older game, very good. Teeters off a bit. Not as bad as Gengar. But teeters off a little bit. Because, people have more health, they can take those crit damage, like crit thousands. But a Mon that also crits H-Slash, which I will also take. I don't love H-Slash, but I'll take one. He's a relatively new Mon, just like hoopa, latest released after or before Hoopa. It's got that King Shield Wide Guard. Like, you can do either of those. It's honestly up to you. He has a crit build. I tried the crit build. It does pretty good, but if you want a crit mon, you should go Absol. But this mon can do stuff Absol can't, like survive in a team fight. Absol is great at killing solo mons. This mon has a stun and can survive in team fights just a little longer. Unite moves, not that great, but it can kill and steal objectives if you time it correctly. If not, you just chunk it for a little bit of damage. It's an like assassin move. You can kill like 4 members at a low, or you kill no one with it. It's up to you to decide how you want to play them. It's a little technical, but if you can master it, you can become a real menace to the enemy squad, in lane or in jungle. Now, another menace in lane, Pikachu. I love to have a Pikachu on my team. Love the Pikachu on the team. But here's off a little late game. Or, yeah, here's off a little late game. Early game, insane. Not as bad as Cram went, because, you know, his Unite is great. Pikachu's Unite's way better than Cram's. It's great. Oh, excuse me, chat. But he's got that Electro Ball. He's got the Thunderbolt, which is most commonly used. Yeah, stun with a Thunder, and then they're stuck in the radius of Thunderbolt. Or you can do the Volt Switch Electro Ball, which is you know, a little faster, but overall does less damage because you're not stunning them. But you can grab them with Volt Tackle, and it's very useful. I like Volt Tackle build, but I see why it's not the best build. But he's a great mon. I love the little rat bastard. Love the little rascal. The little rascal I love. Ninetales. Would I rather have a Ninetales than a Pikachu? Hot take, yes. I like Ninetales because that passive. You can get that little bit of frozen damage off. You can stun them a lot more. You can freeze them. You do that huge chunk of damage if you get the Avalanche Blizzard hit on someone. And then the frozen, you just kill them. How much you get frozen? Oh, don't even talk to me about these two in a lane together. You're not even getting a single point in that lane. You're getting a single farm. You're getting stunned with Electro Web. You're getting frozen. You just lose that bottom lane easy. But, you know, doesn't do insane amount of rain damage like Cinderace. But it's still I'd still love to have this mod on my team. A little bit of a hot take. I'm a little soft spot for Alolan Ninetales. But I do really love to have it on the team. Okay. Let's fill in a little more of this mediocre. We got the last row of people. Garchomp. On the top mediocre. He's a little better after the, same buff he's got with God of War. He levels up a little faster. But he's just not doing it for me still. He can get in, and then he dies. He can like go in with that little dive he does, but he doesn't do it well enough. He's not tanky enough to survive after that. You know, if you he can dive a Solomon and kill it real easily, maybe even win the 1v2. But Venusaur does that a little better. He can win those 1v2s. Garchomp, if he gets in range, he can do some massive damage, but getting to that range is really hard. And sometimes he just can't do it. In big team fights, sure, if you don't focus him down, he can do massive damage. Unite can chunk people down. But he just can't quite make it as much as Zero can with his triple dash and wild charge. He just got just a little quicker. His dash move just dashes a little bit further. Will to make it. For now, top mediocre. Alright. So we have 2 supports left. But 2 tanks left? Oh, 4 tanks left. Oh god, let's get these tanks out of the way. Jeebus. Alright. Mammoth Swine. I'll take a Mammoth Swine. I'll take him out fine. He's very annoying, very bulky, dashes the enemy team a lot, can grab you with his Ice Fang, throw you to the other side, ask you a crash is still good. He's constantly dashing enemy squads. He's tanky, so he's living, unlike Garchomp and Zeraora. He can cause a disruption, a little bit of stun. His Unite's alright. It's mainly for his health with that shield. But overall, he's fine. He's a tanky boy that can get in and cause some disruption. Another disruptor. Back to back. I'll take him right here. Rather have him over Mr. Mime. Definitely over MSY. Snorlax. Very good in a coordinated team. That barrier he makes, oh, so annoying. His ultimate, equally annoying. He's at 10% health. Bam. Pops the ultimate. Almost back to full health. He's a very incredibly Pokemon, especially when those berries early game can do some big damage on you. But again, coordinated team can catch a lot of people out of position and punish them hard for it. Alright. Get another all-rounder. Charizard? Ooh. I think I'll keep this at the 5. I think a perfect squad. These 5. Ooh, but swapping it around. And this is 6 also. I can count, guys. But this is variation. Might put Charizard up here. Because his Unite is just so good. Pull someone out of the field. I'm going to put him up there. I'm going to put him up right about there. The champ is like the gatekeeper of yes, please. Now, people have been talking about, and I've heard a lot of Charizard being a Cinderace counter. Which, I don't know about that. I mean, he's good. I don't know if he completely counters Cinderace. If any of you watched the NA finals for Pokemon Unite, Cinderace was like the top jungler. It still won out plenty of matches with Charizard. Now, whether that be the teams or the actual Pokemon, up for debate, but I've been hearing a lot of talk about how Charizard kind of Cinderace, which I don't know. But he's still good. One of the best Unites in the game. Charged it up super fast, and he does plenty of good ranged damage. Early game, he's fine, not as easily bullied. He's a ranged character, so he can actually stay far away. Overall, I think he's a good, solid. I'd love him on the team. Alright. Blissey. I'll take Blissey over Mr. Mime. But I'd rather have a Jigglypuff or Eldegoss. Like, she can heal, she can counter Eldegoss a little bit, like protecting 2 Mons of the enemy team. But you can also bait it out, you know? You can fake out your sleep, make them pop it, they're no longer invulnerable, you can put them to sleep and kill them. For Unite's really good. You got if you want to be real cheeky, you can double up supports on a Venusaur. He'll never die. You can bring Eldegoss to get that Buddy Berry on him and smack down on that healing. You can get really tough to pop. Is any of these guys Unites? Double up on this Venusaur, unkillable. You win the team fight 3v5 any day. Other than that, I'd rather have an Eldegoss over this Blissey. And especially a Wigglytuff over this Blissey. They do healing, but I like Eldegoss healing more. I like both of these guys unite more. You can still want this, don't get me wrong. Arguably could be on the same tier. I just think Eldegoss does it a little better, and they got that speed, that movement. Let's see, you need to pocket someone. If you don't, you're done. You can't walk around alone. You have to be following someone at all times. You're babying them around. As a mama to the egg. You have to follow someone constantly. You can't fight alone. You have to be on a team, great. But so all 3 of these supports. Anyone is a great in a coordinated team. That's why I'm putting him in, I'll take it. Because it's fine. Also, Arena. very weird Pokemon name. I love it. Tuna's very annoying. I don't see him too much in ranked, but they are still there and they're prevalent, and they're annoying as hell if they get in range. Excuse me, chat. If they get in range, they got the triple axle kick. The Unite super annoying and charges up pretty fast. Oh god, being the target of Serena is awful. They just dash in with their little grassy glide or their little glide move. They triple axle you or stomp you, and then they unite you and run away. Just constantly off cooldown. Never have a cooldown, always doing something to you, always damaging you somehow, some way, for some reason. It's always you. For some reason, they always target you. It's like they know, and they're slowly tilting you throughout the game. But I'd rather have a Cinderace range character or Venusaur with that huge aura. Early game, very annoying. Mid game, very annoying. Late game, it doesn't get... It gets outpaced, but not in like their own fault way. It's just other mons. Oh, better. If they get a buff, maybe they'll be better than Venusaur and Cinderace, but now just even Charizard. Got out of them. Alright. Well, Dragon's Hunter is half an hour long. It's not Dragon's Hunter anymore. Don't need Dragon's Hunter any longer. Slowbro. I'll take it. Or do I love it? I'll take it. Top of the take it list. Not a lot of tanks, you know? Have Greedent, insane god. But everything else, like, tanks are fine. Like, there's 2 tanks that everyone loves in the squad, and Greedent's 75% of that. Anyway, Slowbro. No, he can grab you with his Unite and just a move. Very good. Soft. Very annoying. I've been seeing him a lot in the meta recently. But I don't know how I feel about him. You can dodge his move pretty easily. You can dodge his grab. If he misses it, it's just like if you're missing that, you're kind of wasting on being Slowbro. You should be another Mon if you're missing his grab. But if you're not, he's great. Super annoying. His soft, super annoying. Double stuns. Like it's awful. I'd rather have a Blastoise. I'm gonna be honest. Surf, Hydro Pump is great. You throw someone into a wall, Hydro Pump them, they take insane amounts of damage, and they're stunned twice. You hit them into the wall, it does incredible amounts of damage. One of the best ultimates in the game. Insane ultimate. Big O of just damage, it throws them in the air, stuns them. It's great. He is my favorite tank to play, even over Greedent. He's not better than Greedent, but I love to play him over Greedent. I'm gonna put him... See, oof. I think we're gonna have a Pichu. I think my bias is fading. I'm gonna put these guys top 2 up there. Alright. Rounding out. Tanks are gone. But to round out supports. The people have now I'll take him over, but let's see. Maybe because he's new. But his Unite's pretty cool. He's a pretty unique character. And people have finally got his cards. They finally got the 50 donuts to persuade him into coming to our realm. His trickster ability, super annoying for the enemy team, super good for you. Being able to transport throughout the map so fast. No coordinated team, that's insane. Like, oop, we got Dreadnought instantly up to the top lane to capture or steal Rotom, or some people out of position. Pop Unite, everyone's back in the Zapdos fight. If you have an uncoordinated team and they jump in your portals, they can come in team fights, and you won't be losing 4v5s. If they actually, go in the portals. If not, you're screwed no matter what. Still does a bit of good damage with his Unite. His moves, just again, hyperspace wormhole, being able to transport on the map. Very fun. If you can time his, back to base, back to the fight. It can save a few people. It definitely saved me once or twice. But it's not as powerful as I once thought it was. Because some people could just not take the portals. Like, you always look at that one guy up in the top lane, like, I'm gonna destroy the top lane goal and then go for after Rotom, while everyone else in the team is trying to fight for this Dreadnought. And even if you put a portal up, if they don't want to go through it, they just won't go through it. That's why I was putting them in. No, I'll take it to you. Now, Talonflame. I love it. Probably, come on, Talonflame, get up right there. There we go. I love them. Probably the best speedster, in my opinion. That fly, that flame charge. Is it called flame charge? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. You're just hiding in bushes, you come out, deal half of someone's health, and then you airlace them and they're dead. Or you fly, constantly dunking goals with, oh, sorry about that. So constantly dunking goals with fly, and you get that attack weight up, and you're doing even more damage. It's great, man. He's the best speedster in my opinion. Like, by far. Absolutely game, contested, but rather have a Talonflame over any of the other speedsters. Now, another hot debate is which would you rather have, a Greninja or a Cinderace? Now, my opinion is Cinderace, you got a lot more range. With Greninja, you have a lot more assassination attempts. Without the finishing off Pokemon that you're trying to get away with that source. You got Smokescreen, like Get Away, or the Double Team, which does even more damage. With the Water Shurikens, he can heal himself. Cinderace can't. But Cinderace has incredible range and maybe a better Unite. Hard to tell. They're pretty even in most things. It's really debatable either or. But I do like Cinderace more. Greninja's still a powerhouse, don't get me wrong. Both these guys are still better than any speedster or anyone else being in the jungle. Charizard is another contender for that. But these two are most likely in the jungle, most likely carrying the team. Another team carry and objective sniper, and last but not least, Dragonite, which is insane Hyper Beam. Ooh. I'll put him in, I love it. I died at that nerf, I think really stopped him from being in a yes please mon. He can still steal objectives, now it's great. His Unite, real easy to avoid, and even if you don't avoid it, it doesn't do incredible amounts of damage. It doesn't do that much damage at all, really. It's still annoying mon. That able to traverse, if you're trying to score that 50, you can just all across the map and catch you, trying to get that dunk winning 50. But any last changes I want to do before I call this my tier list for the Hoopa Saga? I feel like I have too much mons in Yes Please. I feel like I need to drop one or two of these guys. They're really good. And anything else I want to drop here? No, I think I'm pretty happy with where I put most of these mons. I'm gonna cut it there. Thank you for watching, and just kidding. We still have a god Pokemon to discuss about. Which one of these, yes please Pokemon, is god? Now, top 5 of these, very debatable. Well, thank you. Very debatable on which one's the best. I'm gonna put Greedent way up here. It's hard, but I do think Greedent is the best Pokemon in the game at the moment right now. It's very close. Cinderace and Greninja, very good. Wigglytuff is probably the best support, but just the amount of early game concede you get from Greedent just dunking like 200 points. 200 points by end of matches is insane. Bullet Seed's really good. Belch is really good. You can get like attack weight score shield on it on the Belch. You do stupid amounts of damage. There are also other teams that are based, like, you got the 1-1-3 meta, and you also got the scoring meta with Greedents, and maybe you throw a little Crustal in there to throw them off. Crustal and Greedent combined, you're not gonna laugh. But Greedent, a staple in a meta of scoring. If you don't have him, you're just gonna 1-1-3 meta. If you do have a Greedent, it's really hard to stop him from scoring all those goals. Most teams will have a Greedent as their tank, if having any tank at all. Sometimes you just gotta run that double support Venus or Cinderace, and then Lucario. But Greedent, incredibly hard to stop. That's why I'm putting him in God tier. I think that's my tier list. Again, subjective to change depending on how angry one of these mons make me trying to play him or going up against. But so far, as a competitive standpoint in the game, I think these are where the mons are. Any last looks? Anything want to change last second? Maybe I've put too much faith on my champ, but his ultimate can kill like 2 mons itself. Okay, I'm gonna call it there. Thank you for watching. I know it's a super long video. Sorry about that. Rambled on a little too long, I think. But I appreciate you watching, sticking through. I'll catch you next one. Bye, everybody. Have a good rest of your day, night, or evening. See ya.
His name is Court. He goes by Mort. And he lives down by the port. He likes to build forts. He is a little bit short. And I'm going to take his ass to court.